If you're just starting out hiking, there are a few pieces of gear you may want to consider. It's all about the risk you're willing to take. For example, are you willing to risk that someone might get hurt, or should you carry a first aid kit or some pieces from the first aid kit? I wear all waterproof or all synthetic clothing. That helps if it gets wet, it dries faster. It also helps keep the heat in if I get wet or sweaty. I also think the waterproof shoes or boots are really important. I actually have both. I use the boots if I'm going to be hiking rough terrain or doing a lot of creek crossings. If you don't have boots, then waterproof shoes and a set of gaiters actually keep the water out pretty well. If I'm going to be hiking snow or ice, I use an ice stabilization device like yak tracks. Those help grip the snow or the ice and makes your hiking quite a bit easier in that sort of terrain. Choosing a pack is really important. I chose a pack that is specifically made for hiking. It has a comfortable hip belt that's padded. It also has several straps that hold the load close to my body. And on a long day hike, that's going to be really important to have that load as comfortable as you can make it. You also want to make sure that it's big enough for everything you want to carry, but not too big, because bigger means heavier and weight matters. For hydration, we pack along spill-proof water bottles. We take about a quart of water per person or dog for every 3 miles we're hiking. We take plastic collapsible food dishes for our dog so that we can feed her and give her water on those long hikes. We always take along a waterproof shell in case it rains or snows. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. We use layers when we're hiking, waterproof shell and a thermal insulator so that you can warm up if needed. Temperatures change quite a bit when you're hiking, so it's important to be prepared for that. When we're hiking in cold temperatures, we also take along these emergency space blankets. Those can keep your heat in even the coldest of temperatures. As far as headgear goes, we have waterproof hiking hats with a brim so that if it is pouring rain, that keeps the rain out of your eyes. In the wintertime, we have an insulated synthetic cap like a stocking hat. And we always take our headlamps. We have learned that sometimes even if we're not planning on being out after dark, we might just be there. So we take along our headlamps so we can see our way in the dark. If you're hiking in bear country, you'll want to follow the directions that the park gives you where you're hiking. That may mean taking along bear spray or packing your food in bear canisters. Now, we don't pack all of this stuff on every hike that we go on, but these are things that we think about depending on how long we're going to be out or what sort of trail we're hiking. You can find tips for packing for a day hike at momentumoutside.com.